bugs, you have now tuned into my Empire recap. Oh, and girl, Cookie, y'all already know I'm biased with Cookie because Cookie is my girl. You know, the only time that I ain't like her is something that she did was when she was the bad girl in that music video. You accuse me, let me testify. You accuse me of it, you accuse me of it, you accuse me, let me testify. That was the one with Common, and she was actually the bad person. She was the kingpin, well, the queen pin. Yeah, that one. Anyway, so I feel like by watching this show, not even by necessarily, by watching this show, it kind of gives people more of a way to kind of know what ALS is. Because, you know, in the summertime, as we all know, we had the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which I actually did, which, it's no joke. Like, if you do it correctly, you put it actually really on top of your head. And I'm not a fan of cold water. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm getting chills, you know, that's how crazy it was. So I definitely feel like they're helping to bring awareness to Lou Gehrig's disease even more than before. So that was a pretty, I don't want to say like, you know, a good disease to give him, but it was a great way to bring awareness to the public because they do know a lot of people are going to be watching this show. So Cookie, she pulls up to Lucia's little gated community house that he got, his mansion actually, which I guess she used to live in, because it sounded like she kind of used to live in it too. But then again, I'm like, wasn't they like poor back in the days when they was together? I guess when she was saying, I'm looking at my house, like she's looking at what she helped to get him with the money that she used. You know, I mean, the money that she put to as drug money in order to invest into the company. So when she is pulling up to the house, and I noticed it's in New York now. I didn't really know where the setting was for some reason, but now I know for sure it's in New York because I saw the little yellow cabs. Yeah, one of them suckers freaking knocked me down years ago, but we ain't gonna get into that. But anyways, when his wife, now I don't even know her name is yet, when she sees her on the surveillance camera, she's like, what is she doing here? And then she goes into the house and everything, and the wife, she comes like next to him, like, oh, I didn't know you had company. But the weird thing about it is that she comes like pretty much in her underwear. So like, I feel like she just wanted to show her body and that she had like a nice little young thing body. So it's like, you know, this is what he sees. This is what he wants. He doesn't want that, okay? Like, I felt like that was the kind of little jab 1-2 that she was giving real quick. Moving on from that, so now Hakeem, he was chilling with his people. And you know what was funny to me? He was with this girl. I think her name is Azia or something with an A. I forgot her name now, but she was from America's Next Top Model, and she had like this whole androgynous type of look going on. She was one of the lesbian models, and she got really far. She was really good. Like she's really good. Like I love the way that she was modeling, and definitely give her props. I don't remember how far she got, but anyway, I find it cool that she was like one of the people that's there. She was also allegedly, from a lot of blogs that I had seen, dating Raven Simone not too long ago. I don't think she is now, but yeah, that was one of the people that they suspected back in the days. And so, yeah, he was just like pretty much chilling with them. He's seeing some girl that he liked, that he wanted to talk to, but she wasn't really giving him the time of day. She just figures that he's like a rich brat, so she's not even feeling him right now. So Andre, now we know that he has issues where he has to take medication because his wife Rhonda revealed it when she said that he has been talking to himself in his sleep. And for him, it's more serious. I guess when he talks in his sleep, that's kind of like an indicator that something's not right with him. Because, you know, you're pretty much talking to yourself. And she was like, you know, that he needs to go to the doctor. And he wasn't really trying to do it. So she kind of was like, you know, your life is in my hands, or something to that extent. And it's almost like she literally owns him from the way she was talking to him. I feel kind of like she knows he has this illness, so she uses it against him. Like she wants him to go to the doctor, but the main reason is so that he can keep his head focused and head in the game, so that he would be able to take down the company so she can get that, you know, money. Because they probably don't have no prenup or nothing like that. So she waiting, she ready, she know what she's doing. Once he get the money, she probably divorce him, say that he's crazy or whatever, and she be out and she be good, you know. So anyways, now, or she'll pretty much be running it because he has, you know, this mental illness or whatever. She's trying to be that female CEO. That's what she's trying to do. Becky, she finds out that Lucius is sick because she went into his bathroom and he had his pills there. So now she knows that he has ALS and it's not a curable disease. Bunky, which we all know is the guy from last week that was a close friend to Lucius, where Lucius killed him off. Lucius freaking shot the man in the head because of money and greed and all those things. He was found in the river and he was pretty much unidentified. Well, they was able to identify him. One of the guys identified him. And now, I didn't even realize from the last episode that he's Cookie's cousin. I thought he was like a close friend of the family or like Lucius' best friend. But nah, he's actually Cookie's cousin. And like a real close cousin. And plus, he really like literally raised or helped raise her boys. So that's like another reason for her to like even love him even more. So now Cookie, she's really trying to make sure that Jamal, he does his thing. She's trying to get him to have like this whole come out session where he comes out while his dad is doing a press conference or like a interview that his dad was doing like at the same time. But that goes downhill because Andre gives him a tip about it. And he goes to talk to Jamal and tells Jamal that he's pretty much going to cut him off if he decides to come out. And, excuse me, Jamal ends up listening to him. So while his father's having this big interview, he, instead of going to kind of sabotage the interview and, you know, put out this big news, he ends up just creating beautiful music. Like he creates a song like talking about how he's a liar and he just keeps on lying. And another thing that was crazy was that well, it wasn't really crazy. Like I just feel like he was faking the whole time. He was saying things mostly that he felt like people wanted to hear. And then he kind of got called out by Cookie because the reporters just so happened to be around at that time. And they asked her, like, what does she feel in the situation that he was talking about? And she said it. She was just like, you know, he was the type of person that was much different. Like, he had these types of lyrics. Like, she put it out there. And then it kind of invoked a whole nother topic from him. Like, he kind of changed courses and gave a little bit of realness. But then kind of went back to being fake at the end of the whole interview. Another thing that actually I was going to say is that Hakeem, when he was out with his friends, they was like, oh, to do a little video for the same girl that I was talking about earlier, the dancer girl. And he decides to say a little something on the camera that they were showing and then pull out his, you know, his thing and start like literally pulling it out and going like this in this high class restaurant with nothing but white people. And then he wants to proceed to say, what are y'all looking at? Oh, y'all think that I can't be in here? He's like, I could buy this whole restaurant if I wanted to. And then he says that y'all think y'all voted for Barack because Barack is black. He's like, nah, because at the end of the day, y'all lost because Barack is a sellout. And I was just like, wow, like he really went in, saying all kind of foolishness. And, you know, and then the cops was coming too. So he's like, yeah, what the cops will do, they're going to shoot me? Or something along those lines, he said. When he went back to his dad, like, literally, like, he went off on him a little bit, but I felt like he could have done more. He was like, do you know, like, in this day and age, what those cops could have did to you? For you to be doing something stupid like that? And then he also had to go ahead and and apologized to Barack as well for the comment. So, yeah, those things was pretty stupid of him. And I'm just like, dude, like, you're doing all this freaking ridiculousness. That's the reason why white people look at you like they scared, you know, because you do stupid stuff like that. Or they look at you like you an imbecile. Because, and I noticed that too, like, not to get too much into this because this could be a whole nother topic, but a lot of people, they tend to do that. Like, a lot of black people, they go on to, like, I'm here in New York, they'll tend to go, like, on the train, start acting, like, they're in a little group, start acting a fool, making mad noise on the train, or, you know, like, stupid little things for attention, and then it's like, okay, that's exactly the reason why people may fear you, or people may look at you a certain way because of the way that you're acting, and then they think that this small group represents the whole entire freaking, you know, group of people. The whole African American race. Anyways, moving on from that. So Hakeem, he performs, but while one of his stipulations for performing, which he told his brother, is that he wants him to be alongside him. He wants him to be the one that's playing for him. So they really did a really nice performance. All the while Hakeem is there, he's looking at the girl, pretty much like singing to her, trying to impress her. But I guess he got what he wanted, because at the end of it all, she ends up going to like his dressing room and talking about she would F him on the floor. And I'm like, dang, all he had to do was sing to you, girl, to get up onto that little skirt that she was wearing. That was easy. Like, I really thought she had some morals for a minute, or that she was a little bit, she would weigh a little something. Nah, like, she ain't wasting no time. And lastly, when Cookie was going outside, she got approached by like this car and this man. I'm like, oh snap, she about to get kidnapped. But it wasn't even like that. This agent wants her now. I guess she cut some type of deal. Maybe she snitched on people in order to get out. But now they want her to testify. She's like, nah. Like, there goes that song, you accuse me, let me testify. You accuse me of it. You accuse me of it. Yeah, so they want her to testify. And she's like, y'all trying to get me killed. Like, you know what happened to me if I go on the stand? I can't do that. And they're just like, well, this is something that you're going to have to do. They're probably going to try to put her back into jail if she doesn't cooperate with them. Which is, you know, it's messed up. It's like putting you in a corner. All right, but that's pretty much my rundown of that. I'm hoping, I don't know, like, I really am not really feeling that whole relationship that Rhonda and Andre have going on. And I just feel like she's really manipulating him, and she knows exactly what she's going to do at the end of the day. Like, he's not a very smart dude because he's allowing this. He doesn't see it because he thinks she loves him, and she knows how to, like, suck him off real quick if he feels a certain way, you know, or to get him to do certain things for her. Who else? With Cookie, it like it's about to get crazy from the little clips that I was seeing. She got like hitchmen coming after her. She got the agents coming after her. So she's like, you know, it's a lot that she gonna have to be dealing with. Alright guys, but that's pretty much it. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.